will not be here tonight. He's en route, so hopefully he'll be here before the meeting is over at 7 o'clock. Let us please stand and pledge the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of February 17, 2017? So moved. Second. Are there any questions? All those in favor? Aye. Ayes have it. Motion is carried. Approval of the financial report.
So moved.
Second. Any questions? All those in favor? Aye. Ayes have it. The motion is carried. Now we have two budget amendments. The first is 2016-004.
Okay, just to recognize $1,500 of these funds that were forfeited to the town will be used by the police department for undercover police operations.
May I get an approval?
I'll make a motion we approve budget amendment number 2016-004.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Motion is carried. The second budget amendment, please.
Okay, budget amendment number 2016-005 is to recognize $8,700 in grant money from three different sources. $5,000 from local government insurance trust, $2,500 from Elkton Memorial Post 8175 VFW, and $1,200 from Port Deposit Post 8185 VFW. And that total $8,700 is to go toward funding of the body cameras for the police department. We had budgeted $90,000 from seized funds to entirely pay for the body cameras, so we can reduce that by $8,700 with the total of these three grants.
Is there a motion for approval?
Make a motion to approve 2016-005.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Motion is carried. At this time, Louis, we will have the town administrator's report.
The first item I have is the Public Works Agreement with Utri C5 LLC, the company out of Newark, Delaware, that's building Pintail Circle in the Upper Chesapeake Corporate Center. Pintail Circle is around an existing improvement of a large building out there next to the county office building. The developer will pay for all the improvements to that property, including the roads, stormwater, water and sewer connections and everything, and they've already posted a letter of credit in the amount of $382,987. I recommend that we enter into a public works agreement with Utri C5 LLC for Pintail Circle Phase 1C.
Is there a motion that we will enter into a public work agreement?
Second.
Any questions, anyone? All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Motion is carried.
Second item I have is for the Fall Fest on September 16th and 17th, 2016, a grant of waiver for alcoholic beverage restriction to the Elkton Alliance for the activity located at North Street, Main Street, stage at 113 North Street, Elkton. Waiver of alcohol restriction. I recommend that the board grant that waiver.
For both dates, the 16th and the 17th.
15th and 17th, that's the dates of...
15th, well, the 16th, you said. 16th.
16th and 17th of September.
Okay, just want to be sure I said 15th.
I'm sorry.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Motion is carried.
I will abstain.
Okay, please note for the record that Mary Jo Blonsky abstains.
I have two other waivers. One is for March 17th, they're both for March 17th, 18th, and 19th, 2016, for the downtown St. Patrick's Day event. One is for the North Street Hotel. One is for Menahane's Irish Pub. I would recommend that the board grant waivers for these dates, March 17th, 18th, and 19th, for the St. Patrick's Day event.
Close is that Thursday, Friday, Saturday? I don't know, I don't have a calendar, we have the seventh.
Yes,
It is?
yes.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay. Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion is carried.
Abstained.
Please note again in your records that Mary Jo Jablonski has abstained.
That's all I have.
Mary Jo, do you have anything to present this evening for the meeting?
No, I do not have anything this evening.
Earl?
I'd just like to thank the police department and the FOP Lodge 124 for their participation with the Elkton Middle School. We just finished the Cecil County Parks and Rec program, for the movers program, and I decided to extend it for another 7 weeks. We've already have over 30 kids to sign up, and the police department put a team in. So I'd like to thank them for their participation for continuing this program for the kids at Elkton Middle School. Thank you.
And as we come through, Lois, my only question is tonight is basically what is the assessment of Delaware Avenue? There were state workers out there. The park does not look good. The roadside does not look good. Can you give us an update?
Yes, they cleared all the debris from the road, obviously, and opened it up. And then they have cleared the upstream side of the bridge with the equipment that they have available to them. They will come back and remove all the sediment on the road probably within a week or so. And our Public Works is out there cleaning Meadow Park, which is a real mess.
And finally, Mayor Alt left a note here that we would like to have an appointment to the election board, and that person is Hazel Sue Butler, and that will be from April 1st, 2016 to March 31st, 2018. Is there anyone who would like to approve and second that?
I make a motion we approve.
I'll second.
Any question? All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion is carried. DJ.
Good evening, everybody. Just three things. Louis, we had talked some time ago about there was a light that was hit by a vehicle in Patriots Glen, right around the golf course. A light pole that was taken down some time ago, about a year and a half ago. And I remember there was a holdup with Delmarva. Does any of this ring a bell to anybody?
What's the name of the road?
I can get the name of the road for
Okay,
you.
if you get it to me, if I get a number of Delmarva, I can get them to replace it.
There was a hang up with the insurance company, her insurance company. I remember talking about this about 6 months ago. Do you remember that, Michelle?
Off the top of my head, no, but I can see if it was a privately owned light pole in there, I wouldn't put it through our insurance. But off the top of my head, I can't remember placing an insurance claim, but that doesn't necessarily.
All right, I'll get you the address and text it to you. Dan, I got a CC on an email today about on Delancey Road, right next to my neighborhood, the sidewalk. I didn't know that was an issue. If you could just please put that in your rotation somewhere, and just let them know where that falls within the next year, or wherever that falls for the concrete crew to take care of, or if it's at Delancey, it's the HOA's responsibility.
It's more about, at the moment, it's more of a state highway problem because it has to do drainage. It's more than everything else, so it's going to take that to Chester County, so.
Thank you, Dan.
Sure.
The last thing that I have is with the talk about the rec center and stuff. I did reach out to YMCA because I wanted some further information from them. I remember us talking about it, and I've always heard stories. I've never heard it from the horse's mouth. And talking to the Y, that they said that they had given different types of proposals. I would like to know if the board would be interested in officially asking the Y to come back again to give an official proposal of them taking care of the rec situation. They said that the Parks and Rec, that they could fold the offices into there, which I thought was intriguing since we had talked about Parks and Rec also being an overflow for the police department then. So they indicated it wouldn't be an issue at all. And I've heard so many different stories, I didn't know which one was true, so I'd rather have somebody just sit in front of us where we can ask the questions.
When you say that, what are you, what are you initiating for us to do with the Y?
Well, possibly instead of us building something, that we actually roll something into the YMCA.
But one of the things with the YMCA is the entity of their own shape, they're a private-owned sector, where our taxpayer dollars are paying for the use of facilities that we're trying to bring up. I'm just saying that we're welcome to entertain them to come in, but we had to help the YMCA just to function because of their sewer issues, and they were going to close down, so they couldn't even afford to take care of their own stuff, let alone run a program for us. I'm just saying those are just issues that you want to throw out.
Well,
Did you
I
talk
talked-
to
I talked to
George Patchell?
I talked to Mr. Patchell, and he indicated that he had given a proposal, and he gave me just snippets, is all he gave me, of where it wouldn't cost the town any more money than what they're spending right now, and that they would be able to fold Park and Rec into that, offer office space, and to offer the basketball and whatever entertainments that they want. There was different levels as far as cost to a town resident and/or scholarships to town residents. They indicated something like $240,000 in scholarships they give now annually. So, and again, it was snippets. It was a whole bunch of snippets, and I'd rather get everybody together. If, again, I'm looking for different ways not to spend a bunch of money, but still accomplish the same thing.
I understand that, but as I recall, when we did speak with them, and I think we had 2 board members that were on the YMC board at that time, one on this board and possibly Michelle, where you on at that time as well. And I believe the problem was they have their schedule, so we can't fit into their schedule with the programs that we do. We would be extremely limited to what we had to do, doing the program we have existing now in our Parks and Rec at the YMCA.
That's
And
not
they,
what
I
it is.
believe, and I'm not gonna say for sure, weren't certain they can do a town of Elkton rent price because it was Cecil County YMCA.
How about I'll investigate further with Mr. Patchell and ask him these questions, and then bring it back to the board, and then we'll go from there. If you guys are interested in entertaining that at all.
You know, because you asked, I wouldn't mind sitting down and talking, even though I guess we're going another direction. But I think, and I do recall that, and I think I was sitting on the board then, basically he came here, and I think the direction in which the Y was going and the direction that Murray was going was 2 different directions. I also thought we talked about transportation. That was an issue, getting the kids out there, particularly when, you know, the kids here are housed right here in the town of Elkton. And I think one of the other important ingredients was our programs were really different from their programs. We're somewhat limited here,
Right.
minor games or what have you, and there they have a lot of offerings. And again, they pay for a lot of things out there, but it wasn't going to be filtered here. So those were the issues.
I talked to him about the different programs, and he said that it would still be the Park and Rec's programs, just housed at the YMCA. Now, again, that's why I would rather say, hey, you said this, he's here, and he's not indicating that he said, she said. I'm just, again, coming in the last stages. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on, and we're looking to spend a whole bunch of money. And that's, and as I see it, a way of not being able to pay for
I
it.
personally will listen to them, but as far as my concern is, the direction, like Gibbon says, is completely 2 different directions. They're dealt with a board of directors that run their YMCA, if I'm not
Right.
mistaken.
Right.
They don't make decisions through county government the same way we do. A lot of their funding is done through the county, not through the
Absolutely.
town of Elkton. So we're going 2 different directions. If that's the case, the county should be able to step in and help us do.
Maybe that's an option.
I'll be
But
perfectly
it's-
honest, and with no disrespect, I want to move forward with our rec center.
Hmm. Okay.
We keep putting it back and putting it back, and, you know, we've had a discussion with the Y. I would be open if you would like them to come back again, but if it wasn't.
Well, it wouldn't make
working-
any sense to burn up anybody's time if the board's
Well,
not.
that was just me,
majority-
I don't want to
majority
speak for
interested in
anybody
it.
else.
Come again?
I said, that's just me, I wouldn't speak for anyone else. So,
Well, right now it's 2-1.
Like I said, the conversation you and George had is not the conversation he had from the initial start with this recreation center with the town of Elkton. And I'm not.
I was just talking to George and I didn't hear anything about,
I talked to.
trying again and moving forward with the why.
I told him that I would bring it up.
I
And
talked-
he said he'd be more than welcome to come out and reiterate and/or figure out a way to.
We have our next
to not do
workshop
it.
next week, we could ask Mr. Badger if he'd like to attend.
If
Now,
the
we're
board's
might be on the same page, You can ask him if he'll come to the meeting on the night of the workshop.
Sure.
It's 12:30.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll get back to you, we'll ask him, how's that?
Is everybody in agreement with that? I mean, even though we may have a direction in our mind, I guess on the opposite side, I guess it still won't be that bad just to hear from
And I'd
him.
like to hear the mayor's opinion as well.
Well, that's true too. I was gonna make that last thing.
I'm still set on
There
recreation.
he is.
I'm still set on recreation.
Oh, there you
I'm still set
go.
on recreation.
Wait, we just,
I'm still set on the direction that we're going with the recreation center, but if somebody's got some input that they can put into it, I'll find it open for it, so anybody can come, you can talk. But, I'm still set on mine.
Mayor, the meeting is now yours. Thanks for letting me operate it, but anyhow, DJ is coming up with the final question, so thankfully you walked in at the time.
Perfect. Last in line.
Is this, almost over?
Yes, it is.
Oh, well, go ahead. I don't even need to speak then.
I talked to Mr. Patchell at the YMCA. I was trying to get everybody's opinion in one area, because I've heard all kinds of different stories about the why coming here, not coming here, it was their problem, our problem, transportation problem. He indicated that it wouldn't cost the town any more money, that he could still house Parks and Rec there, and still handle the programs that Parks and Rec has. So I was asking the board of bringing him out here and actually hearing it from him, hearing it from the YMCA, of if we can do this or not as an alternative to building the rec center. Mr. Blonsky and Mr. Pine have already indicated that they're more than willing to listen, although they want to move ahead with the rec center the way it's moving forward now.
I'd love to have George Patch on here and give his position on it.
We can ask him to come on the March 9th workshop.
He certainly has told you something different than he's told me.
that's exactly
So-
what
So I think it would be good to have him in here.
Fair enough. That's all I have.
Mayor, whatever you have for the agenda and the public, it's all yours, sir.
Well, very good. Well, listen, I apologize for being 20 minutes late, and I appreciate the board moving forward with the meeting. I was tied up a little bit in traffic coming back from Northern Virginia, but nothing new for me to say. So we're going to open up the floor to the public?
Yep.
All right. Who's on the list? Is there anyone signed on the list have anything to say?
The list was that brought in.
Did anyone have nothing on the list? Very good. This meeting's adjourned.